Hey guys!
Hello!
We jumped on here early because we got really, really excited. So
This is an exciting time. We're excited to talk about everything.
hopefully it's more than just us.
I know.
I'm just going to sit
Hopefully.
on here and see who hops on. We are early, to be fair.
Well, we'll give it. We're usually not super early to things, so we're trying to do better.
Yeah, I'm 2 minutes early, and that's a new record. So,
Hi,
hey, Allison! Let's see if anybody else has joined. Allison, say hi to us.
And Allison's never early. So this is good. Hi, Christine.
Hey.
We're glad you could join.
Now it's a party.
Get closer.
Should we get started?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's start.
So we're talking about MetaLife, which is the new program that we're offering at Live and Well, and it's a body transformation program, huge on nutrition, and teaching you how to eat and how to live better. So kind of to get started, we're going to ask, have you been on a diet? Go ahead and hit in the comments below. Tell us what you've been on, what you've tried, whether it's Atkins, Beachbody, Whole30. Have you tried them all? Have you never been on a diet? Kind of tell us in the comments kind of where you're at with diets, and we'll go from there. I've been on lots of diets. Whole30, Slim Fast. Do you remember when that was a big thing?
Heard of that, yes.
Marley is cringing somewhere. I know. But I've done that. Atkins. What else is really popular?
Weight Watchers is one that we know a lot about. What are some other ones? Well, doing like the ketogenic diet, that's something that's kind of a fad right now too. There are a lot of different diet programs that I know, even talking so far with a lot of people about MetaLife and what makes it different is there are so many other programs, but we really want to show why this one is different. And a lot about MetaLife that's really cool is that it's something that you get to learn tips and tricks of things that you are able to sustain long term. So it's not something where you feel like you have to do short term and then you want to go back exactly to how you ate before, or you can't keep it up. So that's what's cool about this program. That's usually, I think, different about some of the other ones that I've heard is so many people maybe were successful with some of these other diets, but then they ended up gaining all the weight back right away.
Yeah.
So we really, so Christine has tried every
one of them. Yeah, so, and I know you know the statistic a little bit better, but talk to me a little bit about people trying diets and what's kind of the success rate of a typical diet program.
Okay, so, I mean, so far we've talked to a lot of people who have done different diets, and this, doing MetaLife is isn't their first try at changing their diet or trying to lose weight. It's usually, for most people, they've tried for even years. And so that's something that kind of shows that a lot of these programs are set up to do short term, but they don't have a long term plan.
Right.
So a lot of this stuff is really giving you boxed food or processed foods or things where you are already pre-prepared and you get. So there's not a lot of education on the food and what is actual real good food for our bodies. And so that's something with MetaLife that we're really teaching the tips and the tricks of staying healthy long term, so you can make real food and know what you're cooking and you want to cook more and all of that, which is really cool.
Awesome. So not a box diet, no shakes.
Not a box diet. No, there is protein that is part of it, but no, just, yeah, it's not a box diet, not a shake. It's a lifestyle change.
Okay, awesome. So tell everybody what the program is, kind of how long it is, and what are the requirements? What do I have to do? That's what everybody wants to know.
Okay, so the program itself involves, it's a 12-week long program. You begin the program by, usually we'll do a workshop to kind of explain the program, and then you do a consultation one-on-one with the health coach, which is me, and we go through everything to kind of go through your background, figure out what makes you want to do this program, what caught your eye about it, and then we do different data. So we do a scan on your body, which is with our in-body scan.
Right.
And kind of see what's going on inside of our body. And then we also do measurements, your blood pressure, your blood work, your waist circumference. And we add all this together and we see if you even qualify for the program, if this would be a good program for you. And then we go over those findings with you. And then we will, if you choose to do the program, you get started. It's a 12-week long program with weekly check-ins, weekly accountability classes, weekly lessons, and you get to build that forum, build that group with other people who are doing it with you and learning what is healthy food, what is not, how to overall sustain this weight loss or the healthy lifestyle.
Awesome. So how much weight do people usually lose on this?
It can vary.
Yeah.
So we have different success stories. People can lose 10 to 20 to 30 to 40 to 50 pounds in this amount of time, which is great. And we really want people to be able to lose weight. But the main concern is we want them to be healthy. So we want you to know that we want you to feel better. And that's why we continuously track with the in-body scan what's going on inside your body. So it doesn't just track your weight, but it tracks your muscle mass, your percent body fat, and your visceral fat, which is the fat around your organs. And we don't want that. We don't want a lot of fat around our organs, but that's not something we can just see when we're looking in the mirror. So that's why we like to track this to really make sure overall you're losing weight, but you're losing your body fat and not losing muscle, and that you're able to lose that visceral fat also.
Yeah, definitely. That's the thing I think is the coolest thing about the program that I've heard so far is that, yeah, you can lose that weight that you've always wanted to lose, but you're not losing water, you're not losing muscle,
right.
You're actually really losing the fat that counts, that fat around your organs, that stuff that's dangerous to your health in the long term.
Yes.
That's what I've been most impressed with so far.
Yeah.
Who else is on with us? We have
A couple
Christine, Allison. Okay, does anybody have any questions so far about the program and why it's different? Anybody? Just go ahead and drop them. We'll try to follow along. So who is this really for? Who is this best designed for?
This is best designed for somebody who wants to be overall healthier inside and out. So it's not designed for somebody who wants to just do a fad diet or to just lose weight. They don't care how they're going to do it. It's for somebody who wants to overall be healthier, have more energy, and long-term live better. So it's not, there is a commitment. There's a big commitment to this program. You have to hold yourself accountable. I will help you hold yourself accountable, but you have to want to do it. And you have to have a commitment to yourself to make yourself better and to follow along with the program. Because if you're not honest on your food, you're not checking in the way you're supposed to, you're not going to get the results that I want and that you will want. So you need to want to do it too.
Yeah. And it's a team effort, right? Yes. You're doing it as a group, one-on-one with you, which I also think is really cool. To have 12 weeks of one-on-one with a health coach is pretty powerful. Like, not a lot of programs come with that. In fact, I've never heard of anything that comes with that.
Right.
So I think that's really cool.
And I'm super excited about it. I think that's why this is different than others, because I can't wait to do this with people and to really help everybody. So I'm fully committed to it. I'm very excited about it, and I want people along this journey that are that committed to themselves as I will be to them.
Yeah, that's awesome. What about MetaLife inspired you the most, and what made you want to get involved? Because I know this was something you were like, I want to take this over and run with it.
For me, I think I've been able to do a lot with the healthcare with our chiropractic office and work with people, but a lot of my work came earlier on when they're first coming in, and I don't get to work with people long term. And that was really something that struck me about this program, is I get a start and we continue through this process together, and I really get to be a cheerleader, but also hold people accountable to overall be healthier, which I think is something that really excites me. I want to see more people just be able to reach their full potential. And a lot about this program is seeing what's going on with your body, but also knowing what your quality of life is. And I want to, so far we've done different consultations, and a lot of people's quality of life is average or below. And I want to see that quality of life be able to improve. And I know it can with this program, with people who want to do it.
That's awesome. So how can someone get started if they're interested?
Sure. So to really get a lot of information about the program, we will hold probably monthly workshops to talk about the program itself. And then at that time, you can schedule a consultation. And then we do all of that data. We do the scan. We go over everything. And then at that time, we go over your findings, and you can choose to do the program. You can find all of our information, or you can always email me to get more information at yometalife@gmail.com.
Cool.
Or also call our office at 307-632-3525.
Okay, so Christine said, I don't know if I can make weekly check-ins with my work schedule. Yeah, so talk a little bit about the time commitment and how to work around that. And what if you don't live here in Cheyenne? What if you're in Fort Collins or somewhere else?
So we are looking at different options to do more of a, not even a virtual, but just being able to expand that a little bit more. Each week, the weekly check-ins includes watching a video, and then a lesson on that video. And then you do your scan, and then you go over wins and losses with the group. So kind of just an opportunity to compare how things are feeling, where everybody's at, share recipes, all of that. So we are, if you can never make it, that would start to become an issue, because we want to be able to track your body, track how things are going, and that commitment. If there are certain ones you can't make, we do have that option to just be able to send you the video, and you could watch that video for that week, and then hopefully we could get you in that week at some point to do your scan, so we're still measuring your body and measuring what's going on in your body. So that's kind of something we'd have to work with your schedule. We want to work with anybody's schedule. We want to make sure it can work, but we also need to keep that accountability part of it. So that's something we'd have to kind of look at of how feasible that would be for your work schedule.
Cool. So it's possible, just a collaborative process.
Yes.
Okay, so I have a question. If you've been to our workshops, you know that we have the 30-day reset.
Yes.
And we have paleo magazines in our office. And I know the doctors love to eat that way. So kind of talk to me a little bit about all of that, and then how this program is different.
Okay. So,
and what do you get to eat? What do you actually eat on this?
So first thing is you get to eat real food, like real food that you can find at the grocery store, that is easy to find, easily accessible, and that you can figure out all the different ways to make it. The kinds of food that you will be able to eat is a little bit based off of your basal metabolic rate, which you will get at your time when you do your in-body scan. You get a score. It gives you the calories that you burn at rest, and from that, it lets you know how many calories, what your food should, how much food you should eat in that day, how much fats, proteins, all of that. So based on that, you'll have a kind of good guideline of the food you should be eating. And in your kit that you get when you start the program, it gives you a list of all the foods that qualify as this certain category, the units. It's really laid out really well for you. Kind of self-explanatory with a lot of that stuff, but you can customize it based on what your body needs. But it's really high fat, real fat, avocados, and then good proteins, real meat, everything that is just real food that you can find in the store, fresh food that is all very tasty and can be really good together.
Awesome. So it's not 12 weeks of salads or anything like that.
No, there are salads, but you can also dress them up and make them really great and just switch things up a lot. And what is really cool about the program is you get to learn different recipes. Like I said, through this online forum, there's people all around the country doing this program that share their recipes. And I've seen some really, really tasty looking ones, and I've made some that are really good that you don't know that you're missing out on anything that you normally were eating before.
Cool. So for those of us who are kind of curious but maybe wouldn't qualify for the program, I know that we are doing scans, right?
Yes.
In-body scans. So you can learn a little bit more about your health and your body in general, even if you don't join the program, right?
Right.
Okay.
So if you do want to, if you're just kind of curious, we wouldn't set up a full consultation, but we would just set up a time for you to come into the office and do your scan. And then you can you get the printout of the results, so you kind of have an idea of where your body's at. We'll briefly go over those results with you. And then at that time, you can either see if you kind of want to know more, you want to get your blood work done, you want to dive a little bit deeper, or if you're kind of good with where you're at, then you can just go home with your results and go about your life. Cool.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do those scans, and they're just so cool, and the way they break them down is just unbelievable. I mean, things you would never hear if you just went to the doctor, or I mean, it's information that I've never seen laid out like that before.
Right, and that's what's really cool about it, and we did talk about that, the visceral fat, the fat around your organs. Not many things will test this, and that's something that's a really good indicator for long-term diseases, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, heart disease. A lot of that stuff is linked to high visceral fat, and not many things give you that kind of rate unless you do the in-body scan or something similar with this. So it's really cool to kind of know where your body's at inside, because you don't get to see your organs, obviously.
And you've met the guy who created this program, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of talk to me a little bit about, I've heard him talk a little bit, but I know that this program has turned around like diabetes and other like really serious health conditions for people. So it's not just cosmetic. It's not just losing weight.
Absolutely. And that's why this program is really cool. And that's why we chose to do this program other than different ones, because it is truly about your health and getting healthier. The doctor that created the program is a genius, and he knows the ins and outs of your body like nobody I've ever seen or heard about. And he will never put his name on something unless it is top notch. And so this is also really cool about the program, is that he is constantly checking up on things, wanting to update them to make them better, getting feedback from everybody, and has made this to be such a well-formalized, possible type of program that has seen a ton of results with all around the country.
Yeah, and I can testify, I've seen Dr. Marley and you both poring over labels and every single ingredient that goes into the supplements and the protein in this program. And I also love that you guys are going to teach other people how to read that stuff too, which is awesome.
That's the really cool thing about it, that we want to just preach long term, that you will know what goes into your food, and you know what are good oils to cook your food with, what are the good foods, what are good vegetables, fruit, and what portions we should really be eating. Because and I know Dr. Marley touched on it a little bit at the workshop, the last one, that we want long-term people to feel like you can have a cheat meal at one point, like you can go to a birthday party and have a piece of cake, but just know what you're putting your body through and get back right on track, and just know that what you overall want to be putting into your body and to staying healthy, except you can't cheat on this program, just to balancing out your hormones, all of that. But eventually, once you know more and we just want to encourage that.
Awesome. Anybody got any questions? Oh, I'm excited coming to see you. Yes, come see us.
We want anybody to, if you're curious about it, do the scan, but also there's so many people that could benefit from this program, and it would really be great group members to help others out, and to that just kind of help others and to really get the support that you need too.
Yeah, I know we have a few people in the program so far, right?
Yes.
It's not rounded out for this first little group, right? So there's still time to get in if you want to get for the group. And I know you guys are definitely looking for people who are super positive and just enthusiastic and ready to do this for real.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely.
Anybody got any questions or anything? Is it just us? Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, so is there anything else that someone should know if they're thinking about this? If they're kind of on the fence?
I think so. Some of the only other questions I can really think of, some people have asked if you have to take the supplements that are part of the program. And that is something that we do have to be kind of strict on. You do need to take the supplements. They're all herbal. They're all, trust me, we've looked at everything. They're all something that we would recommend. Dr. Marley would recommend. The creator recommends. It's good for your body, but will help some of these cravings. You never are going to feel hungry on this program. But we do encourage those to keep on track with everything, and while you're logging everything. And the other question that has come up is you do have to track your food, and there is a food journal that you get with that. There will eventually be an app, and that's in the process. So
that's pretty cool.
There'll be an app very soon that you're able to log your food daily on your phone. So that's coming in. And we really just have already talked with people, and so many people have already found the benefit of logging your food, because it's a lot easier to eat bad food when you can kind of forget about it and don't have to be held accountable for it. Yeah. So that's really something that's cool, that you do have to log your food, and I will keep you accountable when you eat that bad food, so you can't. So that's what's cool about it. But it'll eventually be an app that you can just put on your phone.
Cool. So talk to me about those supplements. I know there's like a probiotic, and what else is there?
So there's fish oil, there's a sugar balance, MetaTrim, which is just an herbal fat burner. The sugar balance just helps with your sugar cravings if your body's feeling like you're lacking a little bit of sugar,
which I'm sure most people would experience.
Gastro Plus, which just kind of helps with your gut function.
Cool.
The probiotic, and protein, which is really tasty. It's a vegetable protein, and I've tried some other proteins that are vegetable based or anything that tastes like crap. So this one tastes really good.
Good. So it's taste approved, label approved, all of it by you guys. Awesome. Okay, cool. Anybody else any questions? Let me see. I'm trying to think if we've covered everything. I just think it's awesome. It's not a restrictive diet. You can really eat till you're full.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a lot better than the 3 shakes a day slim fast thing I did in my teens. It's not good.
Because then what happened? Did you quit doing it?
Yeah. No, of course that stuff doesn't work. Yeah. And then you don't have enough energy to go do whatever you needed to do for that day. So
that is something we've already seen so much with some of the testimonials, that people lose weight, but you feel so much better. And I've already talked to people about what their goals would be at the end of this. And some want to go on a hike, some want to do a 5K, some want to go do half a marathon or anything, but you can have these goals because you know that your inside, you'll feel better too. And you'll just also be losing weight, which is great.
Yeah. And I know, I mean, I've seen some of those testimonials, but it's people of like all ages, of all fitness levels. Absolutely. I mean, it's not like you have to be, super fit to do this or anything like that. You can really, just wherever you are, you can enter the program.
Yes.
Cool. Awesome. Well, I think that's it, right? Did we forget something?
I think that's good.
Okay.
Comment, and if you guys do see this video and if you know of anybody that probably could benefit or just needs to know more, share the video or tag them in the comments just so they're able to see it, because we just want to be able to reach as many people as we can and just have as many people know about the program. So if you have any friends, reach out.
Yeah, definitely. And if you're catching this replay later, let us know in the comments kind of what your journey has been with diets and food and what your goals are and if we can help you.
Yes.
Sound good, guys? Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.